Good evening everyone and welcome to MXW Overload. Tonight we have an amazing show lined up. I'm really praying that you're live in the heart of MXW. Starlight Forum, we are live on YouTube. And tonight we have a massive main event, FireFerriit into Raging Rich, the International Champion FireFerriit an announcement for us. But tonight kicking off at Starlight Forum for Overload. We have Scott versus Raw. Let's get to it.
Sinking like a restless stone.
He's got right. This following contest scheduled for one. He's gonna be taking on Fallen tonight.
With darkness in the air, chasing down your silhouette to find there's nothing there. Facing down a lonely road into the pure unknown, but I'll keep coming back. You can steal my mind, twist it for a while, but you can't take my pride.
And here he is,
You can
that's
watch
last
me
stand, lost to Lane. Now he's gonna cover after that loss.
You can steal my
First opponent, Fallen tonight. Here's Fallen. He's run the indie scene for quite a while. Never really made his mark in MXW, but here he is. Alright, there's the bell. Scott and Fallen came towards each other, starting out in a brawl tonight. Going punch for punch right now. And Scott in the corner, elbow smash. Got now knocked out of the corner by Fallen. Fallen has the match controlled right now. Scott swings at Fallen. Fallen out of the way. Elbow smash by Scott. Managed to land it again. Missed the first one, then came back on the second. And there's an enziguri by Scott. Almost knocked his head off. Fallen goes flying into the corner. Scott from one corner to another. Hip toss. Caught by Fallen. And Scott goes into the corner. Just as he thought that he might have the advantage in this matchup, can lose it so very quickly. And a storm ram by Fallen. And there's a one-handed bulldog. Scott tried to retreat into the corner, but Wasn't allowed at all. Thrown right back into the centre of the ring. So choose to go to the ropes. Easy thing to help yourself get up, but you've got to watch out for your opponent. And he did move out of the way. German suplex on the rebound. And Fallen goes out of the ring there. Scott now off of the ropes, taking the opportunity. Tope con Hilo. That put Fallen down on the outside, but Scott not letting that happen. There's a pin by Scott. 1, 2, kick out by Fallen. Scott now top rope. Fallen is down. Oh, caught with a stalling suplex. Fallen now getting to his feet. Lining up to something. One-handed bulldog again. Scott was almost about to run at him, but he managed to turn it around into a bulldog. Scott rolling out of the ring, avoiding any more pain. Fallen's top rope, looking to fly. Referee starting the count out now. Oh, frog splash on the outside. Up to 4 now. Scott's on the apron and managed to get in at 5. Fallen also in at 5. Fallen lifting up Scott. Gut-wrench powerbomb. Fallen goes for the pin. 1, 2, kick out by Scott. Kick out at 2 there. If he just 1 second later, that would have been it. Oh, looking to finish it, but no clothesline. Scott's going again. Bicycle kick. Scott's grabbing Fallen's leg. Shin breaker. Scott's picking him up again. And shin breaker again. Scott's going to dismantle this man piece by piece. There's a cover. 1, 2. Kick out. Just before the 3. Fallen avoiding any sort of pinfall or submission, crawling to the rope. Scott though, oh, and Fallen out of the way. Shining Wizard. Crowd pulling for Fallen tonight. Scott's on the apron. Scott rolls back into the ring, immediately into the hands of Fallen. Fallen fire! That could be it. Fallen goes for the pin. 1, 2, kick out by Scott just before the 3. These men taking each other to their limit. Fallen, top rope, looking for the frog splash again, possibly. And oh, Scott's kicked the ropes. And Fallen just collapses there. Nowhere to go but down. He's managed to intertwine himself on the ropes. He's got him in the tree of woe. Oh, and super kick to the leg. Again, the shin breakers and now the super kick. Scott is just trying to absolutely make his leg implode, and there it is again. Of course, he's going to have a very hard time hitting the Fallen Fire again on that. Trying to gain enough speed on that leg. And again with the leg now. And into the Ultra Lock 99. After all the damage done to the legs. This is going to be it. The crowd chanting for Fallen. Is he going to tap out here? Scott's dragging him to the centre. Fallen can't reach the ropes. The ref calling for it. Is he going to tap? Scott's leaning back into the hold. Fallen crawling. Can he make it? It's so long. So far away. He's raising his hand. And Fallen taps out.
I'm sinking like a restless stone with demons in my head.
Scott just absolutely destroyed the legs of Fallen in that match. As a consequence, came out on top. Referee now gonna check on Fallen. Is he alright there with all the leg problems? He's gonna help him back.
I'll keep coming back. You can steal my mind, twist it for a while, but you can't take my pride. You can watch me crack, throw me way off track, but I'll keep coming back. You can steal my mind, twist it for a while, but you can't take my pride.
Raging Machinery, well, Rich was here last week, and he told us Breakout Terror in Tokyo and Life in the Tokyo will be attacking like an open challenge. But now both of them are here. They're here live in Starlight Forum. What have they got to say? Let's find out.
I found my own way there. I know I'm bound to lose my way again, 'cause love and war is never fair. Facing down a lonely road into the pure unknown, but I'll keep coming back. You can steal my mind, twist it for a while, but you can't take my pride. You can watch me crack, throw me way off track, but
Raging Machinery.
And here they are, the tag team champions themselves. They managed to dethrone Drix and Matt, Raging Machinery. Made up of Rich and Bdubzz, both accomplished singles wrestlers in their own right. But they joined forces and tag team champions. They are quite unstoppable. That's right, the busted up nose he got from last stand. Seems like he will be able to compete in the Tokyo Dome March 24th. Tickets are selling out quickly. Wait, what? What the? Screw the open challenge. Looks like the crowd from the last 2 weeks are getting what they wanted. Raging Machinery, BXB 3K. 15 days at the Tokyo Dome. What a match. have it, your next tag team title match. BXB, Raging Machinery. What an amazing announcement. Next up, your main event is Fire versus JD. The International Champion is going to be here live. Here's JD in just a couple weeks. He will be challenging for the Universal title. He won a fatal 4-way back just a couple weeks ago at Last Stand, if you remember. And now he faces the newly crowned Mr. Love. Universal Champion. He cashed in weeks ago, and what a match that came before it. Back to the man who is a breakout, JD, Mr. Love. Gentlemen, introducing the International Champion, Fire. Oh, of course, last week we found out that he was defending his title at Breakout in Tokyo in a triple threat match. Fire versus Cruz versus Lane. Lane promised himself he would be MXW Champion at the end of 2018. Cruz become the first two-time national champion, won the title back in 1995, straight up looking to retain. These two can't wait to get fighting, already yelling things at each other across the ring. This match set for 1-4. Referee Steve about to get things going here. And this is your main event of the night. Fire versus JD. There's the bell. JD coming out the gate. Oh, sling blade by Fire. Fire's calling for JD to get up. Oh, high knee. JD JD knocked out of the ring there. Fire with the advantage, and now off of the ropes. Suicide dive. Back in the ring, possibly looking for a second. Off of the ropes. And a second suicide dive. Going for a third, but stopped in his tracks. Oh, slid on the bottom rope, but clothesline. FF pins. 1, 2, kick out. And a half Nelson suplex by JD. JD runs, single leg drop kick. JD from the top, jumping DDT. JD with the quick cover. Is this it? 1, kick out. Forearm smash. Clothesline by Fire. Now JD onto the ring apron. Springboard apron DDT onto the floor. The International Champion showing exactly why he's there. Rolling JD back into the ring. Fire, top rope. But no, not going for the risky aerial offense, lifting him up. Powerbomb onto the mat. Much simpler move, much less risk to your own health. And final flare. Locked in. Is JD gonna tap out? We've seen one submission tonight. Fallen tapped out to the Ultra Lock 99, but Steve now looking for another tap out. If he sees it, he's gonna call the match. Fire wants him to tap. JD into the rolling knee bar. And JD's pulling him away from the ropes. Fire was so close, but now center of the ring essentially. He's got nowhere to go. Fire's calling. Oh, calf killer. Rolled into another leg lock. Much like Scott did, JD is disassembling the legs of Fire. Now has JD by the hair and slamming his head into the mat. Anything to get out of this hold. JD's still got it locked in. And JD finally releases the hold after 3 or so slams of his head straight into the mat. That's got to hurt. That's got to affect how you think as well. Your head's bouncing around in there. Chop block by Fire. Snap DDT by Fire. Fire for the pin now. Referee Steve's going to count it. 1, 2, kick out. Snap DDT again immediately. Head straight into the canvas. Fire is down. JD goes from the pin. Steve. 1, 2. Kick out again by Fire. Still not enough. Now brawling back and forth. Punch for punch. Spinning back heel kick. JD going for the senton bomb. On the top, Fire is down. Fire. Oh! Diving senton bomb caught with a high knee. Brainbuster by JD. JD's lifting up Fire. Now looking for the JDS. Wait, Mr. Love. The hell is he doing out here?
I'm the hand of a god. I'm the darkness I own. I'm the vengeful one.
Love and JD staring down. JD completely focused on Mr. Love. Oh. Suicide drop kick, taking him out against the barricade. And oh, Fire suicide dive onto JD. Now grabbing the head of JD, that might have cost him the match. Bringing JD into the ring. Fire starter. He hit absolutely all of it. FF pins. 1, 2, and kick out by what the? Surely he didn't just. What the hell? But he hit the fire starter. I'm absolutely speechless. And fire starter again. FF pins JD. Surely that's it. 1, 2, and JD just grabbed the ropes. What? Rope break now. JD just won't be beaten. Oh, crucifix into the pin. 1, 2. Kick out by FF. High knee. JD's up against the ropes. Trying to fight back, and now springboard apron DDT. He managed to pull JD's head through the second rope, between the second and third rope, and then made it bounce off the apron. I'm dragging him into the ring. I have no idea how JD has lasted this long. 2 fire starters. Lifting up JD. Oh, and JD with the Uranage slam. JD off the ropes, but no, Mr. Love. I forgot even there, into the fire starter. Mr. Love was hanging out at ringside, caught JD's foot quickly now, then into the fire starter. FF for the pin now. 1, 2, and 3. That'll do it. It took 3 fire starters to put him down. But it could take only 1 kiss of death at breakout. But your winner, International Champion as well as Fire. Love's got a mic now in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the man that proves every single week why he doesn't deserve to be in my spotlight. The man that to the public and all you idiotic fans think should be main eventing every single pay-per-view. The man you all think should be a champion in this company. The man you all think is a true wrestler, all because of some submission classic at KO. You see, I come every single week to prove a point, to show all of you who really deserves to be in this company. Yet I come out every single week, and what do I get? Nothing but booze. Booze because of the way I win. Booze because of the way I became your Universal Champion. Oh, but Kev gets cheered and deserves a main event spot all because he's a robot. Even though I was the one who made him half the wrestler he is. I am the most relevant champion holder currently in MXW. Not some beast, not some psychopath, not 2 indie guys who wish they could be called MXW superstars. And definitely not that poor performance your international champion had just showed. I personify everything a champion should personify. I have charisma. I can come out on the mic and make all of your spines shiver. I can easily beat this man in 3 seconds flat. I deserve to be cheered week in and week out. I deserve to be called the face of this company. I basically just made the most relevant thing on Overload happen. But you know, keep cheering for the guys who need it. Cheer for the ones that say they only fight for you. Cause in the end, we'll all cry tears of sorrow as you see me, your Universal Champion, beating the underdog at MXW Breakout and making a statement. Just like I am about to right now.
What the? Oh, dropkick to the knees! What a speech by Mr. Love, but caught him so quickly, and now into the Steven Sharpshooter. JD was recovering while Love was going off on the mic, and he paid the price. And Mr. Love tapping. JD is not letting go of that Steven Sharpshooter. Is this what we're going to see at Breakout?
This is a travesty, Cruz. This is not what we're going to see at Breakout. And after that great speech by the Universal Champion, JD met Mr. Love with that. That is ridiculous. That's not the heart of a champion. That's a heart of a dirty, disgusting little British dude.
JD finally releasing the sharpshooter, and now with the Universal title in his hands. And raising it up when we are live from the Tokyo Dome in 15 days. Is this what we're gonna see?
Or are we gonna hear something to the tune of "Still Your Universal Champion, Mr. Love"?
The only way you can find out, be there live. It will be March the 24th, Breakout, Terror in Tokyo tomorrow. Don't miss Knockout featuring Mem is here to speak. Matty takes on Ult. Flames takes on a local talent. Cruz takes on Lane in match 4 of their everlasting thing. And the main event, Ash and Kev versus Matt and Jeff. Be on like in King's tomorrow at 2 p.m. Good night.